This is EF Challenge 2024. I'm Emilio Villacres, I'm 15 years old, from Atenas High School in Ambato, Ecuador. The question is, what do you think is the next great global problem and how will you solve it? So, let's go talk about it. Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to address each one of you, extending a greeting to all present. Now that I find myself in the third decade of the 21st century, I look to the past and review the history of our humanity. And I see with amazement the myriad of problems and obstacles that as a civilization we have had to face. However, the struggle continues because I also see these difficulties, and it is outrageous to know that, as humanity, we have not been able to overcome them. We continue in the constant struggle. At this moment, I allow myself to cite a precise example that until the present date has caused countless changes in political, social, economic, and even cultural life. With this, I refer to migration. Migration is defined as movement from one country, place, or locality to another in search for better opportunities to settle. When people move from one place to another, the place they move from is called the place of origin, and the place they move to is called the place of destination. Migration is not a new phenomenon. On the contrary, humans have been migrating since the dawn of humankind, long before even the first signs of civilization appeared in the Middle East. While the context and actors have changed over time, movement itself has been a constant of human experience. Even without the pressures of conflict or climate change, it is natural for people to move. Our ancestors emigrated from Africa, and were moving around the Eurasian grasslands and tundra in the footsteps of herds of mammoths and mastodons. It took ages for humanity to spread around the whole world. This process ended some 9,500 years ago, when our ancestors stepped into the southernmost tip of South America. Recently, thanks to new technologies, advancing in transportation, and the fact that more people now have the resources to migrate and to poverty reduction, migration has increased both in scale and complexity. We cope with the migration processes at a global level. These changes are striking and compel us to rethink the way we look and perceive the world and migration in general. However, migration, especially when it is massive, involves challenges that, if properly managed, can turn these migratory movements into a source of growth for locals and newcomers. The challenge of managing migration has grown dramatically over the past few decades, as more and more people are driven to move out of their homes by the diverse economic, political, social, and environmental factors. To start with, migratory movements are regular. They take place legally through regulated channels and legal means. By contrast, irregular migration occurs when a person enters, stays, or works in a country without the necessary authorization or documents required under immigration regulations. If countries should promote stability, education, and employment opportunities and reduce the drivers of forced migration, including by promoting resilience, thereby enabling individuals to make the choice between staying or migrating. One of the solutions is implementing inclusive integration policies in destination countries that can facilitate the social, economic, and cultural integration for migrants, that can promote harmony and mitigate potential social tensions. This includes job training, language classes, and supporting network for migrants. Also, we can address the root causes of migration by investing in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and economic opportunities in countries of origin, which can reduce the necessity for individuals to migrate in search of better prospects. If we improve border management and fostering cooperation among countries, they can help regulate migration flows, prevent human trafficking, and ensure the safe and orderly movement of people across borders. In conclusion, migration is a complex and multifaceted issue that requires a comprehensive and compassionate response. It is not enough to simply address the symptoms. We must also tackle the root causes of migration and work toward creating a better world where people can live with dignity and opportunities in their own countries. By promoting human rights, addressing inequalities, fostering stability, and enhancing legal pathways, we can create a more just and human migration system that respects the rights and the dignity of all individuals. We can work on this together. Thank you.